Hello, colleagues. Welcome to ESL Teaching Tips. Today, we are joined by Kristi Reyes, who will share with us how you can embed videos, files, and websites into your Canvas course to increase clarity and accessibility for our students.
Hi, this video is about embedding files and websites into Canvas. It has 4 parts: embedding videos, embedding files such as Word, PDFs, and PowerPoint files, embedding Google Docs slides and forms, embedding from popular learning websites such as Quizlet, Padlet, and WordWall, and embedding a website when there is no embed code. First of all, why not upload a file or link a URL instead of embed it? For files, if we simply add a file to a module, students will need to download it to view it. This can be a barrier for students who don't have strong internet connections, and sometimes students don't know where their downloaded files go to. For websites, of course, students may end up outside of Canvas, and for those who are not highly proficient, this may use up their time as they navigate back to Canvas. Finally, the most important reason for embedding files and websites into pages, assignments, and discussions is that we can provide text instructions for what we intend students to do with those files and websites. There are a few ways to embed a video, but first let's remember that videos need to have accurate captions to be 508 compliant. Here I have a YouTube video open. I'm going to copy the URL from the share button. Then in my Canvas page, all I need to do is look for the plugins icon in the rich content editor, select YouTube, paste the URL, make sure it's the correct video, and select embed. Another way to embed videos is to get the embed code from YouTube. Again, select share, select embed, and a quick tip here is a method for removing related videos at the end of the video. In the embed code, immediately following the URL, enter question mark before the final quotation mark equals sign REL0. Then copy that embed code back in your page. You can either select the 3 dots more in the top right and the cloud and copy that embed code, or you can toggle on the HTML editor in the bottom right, position your cursor where you want the video to appear, and paste and save. Providing content within content pages is by far the best way to ensure accessibility. However, there are times when you may want students to have slides and/or a study guide. First, for a Word or PDF file, all we need to do is select the documents icon in the rich content editor, select upload documents, and upload a file. As I'm doing here, I'm uploading a PDF. It would be the same for a Word file. And now I have a few options for how the file is viewed by the student. Select the link and link options. Over here, I'm going to select preview inline and expand preview by default. And done. And now when I save this page, what you will see is that there is a full preview of the file that students will be using for their note-taking. Now, here you can see that I have added a PowerPoint slideshow only as a file to a module. Canvas handles this by transforming the slide to a file that appears as a PDF would. Therefore, if we want students to be able to advance through the slides rather than scroll, we need to create the slides in Office 365 or upload pre-existing slides there. Here you can see the upload button in Office 365. I have uploaded these same slides, and now to embed, I go to File, Share, Embed, copy the embed code provided. And right here, what I can do is toggle on the HTML embedder, paste in, and save. Now, these slides appear as a slideshow that students advance through. To embed a Google Doc, go to File, Share, Publish to the Web, Publish, Embed, and copy that embed code into a Canvas page, assignment, or discussion with the Cloud Embedder or the HTML editor as previously described. For Google Slides, it's almost the same process. Select File, Share, Publish to the Web, Embed, and again, copy that embed code. One thing to note is that when you put embedded Google Slides into Canvas, publish to the web, the slide film strip on the side will not appear. Students will be able to advance through the slides as they were in slideshow mode. Now here is a Google form. If I want to provide students some context, I will embed Google Forms in Pages with instructions. Select the Send button in the upper right. At Send Via, select the double arrows to get the embed code. Copy and paste it into the HTML editor. For Quizlet, to find the embed code, scroll down past your list of words. Select the 3 dots and select Embed. From the drop-down arrow, select which activity you want to embed: match, learn, test, flashcards, or spell. Copy the HTML and paste that embed code in a Canvas page. For Padlet, as you are logged into your account, on the right panel, the second icon down, open the sharing options and you will see the embed option there. A third site that my students love for practice activities is WordWall. In WordWall, just scroll down under the activity and you can find the embed code right there. Sometimes we find a website that we would like to embed, but there's no embed code. In this case, we can try an iframe generator like this one, iframe-generator.com. Here is a game from Games to Learn English. What I'm going to do is copy the URL, go to the iframe generator, paste in the URL, and select generate. Here is the code to copy. Now in my page, go to the HTML editor, toggle it on, paste in the embed code, and when I view it, if the height or width is not quite right, I can modify in equal increments. And I'm going to go ahead and save and publish and see how it looks. Note that iframe generators do not always work for all websites. For instance, a Jamboard or Google site with tabs need Canvas integration instead. Thanks for watching and good luck creating a dynamic Canvas course with embedding. Bye.